Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Uh, Allow me please to introduce myself. My name is Malwan Ibrahim, and now I'm going to present an analysis of Robert Frost's poem Fire and Ice. Oke, so puisi ini merupakan salah satu karya paling terkenal dari Frost. Meskipun sangat singkat, hanya 9 baris, namun di balik kesederhanaannya tersimpan makna yang sangat mendalam tentang emosi manusia dan kemungkinan akhir dari dunia. In this presentation, I will discuss several aspects of the poem, including its general context, physical and acoustic element, use of language, meaning, and finally, the conclusion and moral message. Okay, now let's begin with the general context. Puisi Fire and Ice menggambarkan dua kemungkinan akhir dunia, either through fire or through ice. Here, fire symbolizes passion, love, and uncontrolled desire, while ice represent hatred, indifference, and emotional coldness. Frost used these natural elements to mirror the inner emotion of human beings. The main theme of the poem is the apocalypse and human emotion. Maka melalui karya ini, Frost mencoba menyampaikan bahwa kehancuran dunia tidak selalu datang dari fenomena alam semesta, melainkan juga dapat disebabkan oleh emosi ekstrim manusia seperti nafsu dan juga kebencian. The moral message here emphasizes that human emotion, both passion and hatred, have the potential to bring destruction to the world and to human life itself. This is a warning for us to maintain emotional balance and self-control. Let's move to the introduction. Fire and Ice was first published in Harper's Magazine in December 1920 and later included in Frost's 1923 collection entitled New Hampshire, which won the Pulitzer Prize. Although short, this poem is one of Frost's most anthologized works, meaning it is frequently studied and quoted in literary discussion around the world. Nah, dalam puisi ini, Frost menggabungkan natural imagery yang sederhana dengan philosophical reflection. He transformed ordinary natural force, fire and ice, into deep psychological symbols of desire and hate. The tone of the poem is calm and reflective, slightly ironic because even though Frost talked about the end of the world, he presents it in a very composed and thoughtful manner. Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to know that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Next, let's discuss the physical elements of the poem. Secara fisik, Frost menggunakan 3 elemen utama. Yang pertama ialah fire, ice, dan juga the world. Fire represent heat and burning, symbolizing desire, passion, and greed. Ice represent coldness and stillness, symbolizing hatred, indifference, and emotional detachment. The word can be understood but literally as the physical earth, and metaphorically as human life and existence. Jadi melalui 3 elemen ini, Frost menunjukkan bahwa baik api maupun es memiliki kekuatan destruktif yang sama. Both passion and hatred, when uncontrolled, can destroy not only the world, but also human relationship and moral values. Now, we move to the acoustic or sound elements of the poem. One of the unique aspects of fire and ice is rhyme scheme, which follows the pattern ABAA-BC-BC-B. This pattern creates a smooth yet intense rhythm, reflecting the balance and tension between fire and ice, between passion and hatred. Frost also employs several sound devices. The first is alliteration. Repetition of consonant sound, as in, from what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. The repeated F sound strengthens the imagery and adds a musical tone. And the second is assonance. Repetition of vowel sounds. For instance, the long O sound in hold with those who favor fire give a sense of continuity and flow. And the third is consonance. Repetition of consonant sound, as in, I think I know enough of hate. This provides a rhythmical harmony and internal coherence. The fourth is meter. The poem alternates between lines of 4 and 8 syllables, creating an irregular yet balanced tempo. Frost used this variation to symbolize the instability and unpredictability of human emotion. So next is language and style. Next we analyze the language and style. First is figurative language. So it is a metaphor. Fire and ice are metaphors for destructive human emotions. And then symbolism. Fire symbolizes desire, greed, and passion, while ice symbolizes hatred, indifference, and emotional coldness. And then personification. Frost treats fire and ice as if they were living force capable of destroying the world. And the second is tone and mood. So the tone of the poem is calm, reflective, and ironic. Frost discusses destruction in a rational tone, which make the message even more powerful. And then the mood is serious and thought-provoking, inviting readers to reflect on the moral and emotional implication of their behavior. Dengan kata lain, meskipun tema yang dibahas adalah kehancuran dunia, Frost menulisnya dengan bahasa yang sangat tenang dan filosofis, bukan dengan kepanikan, melainkan dengan kesadaran mendalam. Let's continue with the meaning and interpretation. So, puisi ini menggambarkan dua kemungkinan akhir dunia, by fire atau by ice. Namun maknanya jauh lebih dalam dari sekedar bencana alam. Frost sebenarnya sedang berbicara tentang emosi manusia yang ekstrim. Fire represent desire, passion, and greed, while ice represent hatred, indifference, and emotional coldness. The central idea is that both emotions can lead to destruction. Frost suggests that the true end of the world might not come from physical disasters, but rather from the emotional imbalance within humanity itself. Jadi nilai moral yang dapat kita ambil adalah pentingnya self-control, emotional awareness, dan juga balance. Nah, kita diajak untuk mengendalikan emosi agar tidak dikuasai oleh nafsu, maupun kebencian yang bisa menghancurkan diri sendiri dan juga orang lain. The poem also carries a universal message that remains relevant today, that uncontrolled emotion can destroy relationships, societies, and even civilization. So the conclusion is Fire and Ice by Robert Frost is a short yet profound reflection on the destructive potential of human emotions. Through the opposing symbols of fire and ice, Frost presents a philosophical insight that destruction can come not only from external force but also from the inner flaws of humanity, from our own uncontrolled passions and hatred. Dengan bahasa yang sederhana namun simbolik, Frost menunjukkan bahwa keseimbangan emosi adalah kunci bagi keberlangsungan hidup manusia. Both excessive passion and deep hatred can lead to destruction, while understanding and moderation brings peace and harmony. Therefore, the poem is timeless and remains relevant across generations as a reminder of how dangerous emotional extremes can be. So I think that is the end of my presentation on Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Through this poem, Frost teaches us that the power to destroy or preserve the world lies within ourselves, in how we manage our emotions. Maka dari itu mungkin cukup sekian dari saya. Terima kasih atas perhatiannya, dan terima kasih juga kepada yang telah menyimak dari awal hingga akhir. I hope this analysis is not only deepens our understanding of Frost's work, but also encourage us to reflect on our own human nature and emotional balance. So the last for me, I think wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.